Hi, second graders, and welcome back to another day of Skills with Miss Catrone from Citizenship Academy. Today we are going to be completing your spelling test. That's going to be either in Google Slides or your Seesaw assignment. Then you're going to work some more on your persuasive writing. That's also going to be either in your Google Classroom or your Seesaw assignment. Remember, when we're persuading someone, we're trying to convince them to do something. The last thing that we're going to do today is what we're going to be doing together, and that is a reading from our reader. As you guys remember, we have Kurt and Kim, and they are trying to help Kim find a job. So far, it has not been going well, so I hope today goes a little bit better for Kim. I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to jump right in and get started. Alrighty. Okay. Let's make sure that this is full screen. Okay, so we're going to be reading The Daydream today. Do you remember the setting of the last story we read, which was titled Wall Street? Yeah, we talked about how Wall Street is a really busy street in New York City. It's where a lot of banks are. A lot of bankers work there. So that's where Kurt and Kim just got off of the subway. And the last story took place in the subway. Remember, Kim and Kurt took the subway from Brooklyn to Manhattan because Kim was having difficulty finding a job in Brooklyn. She wanted to come to Manhattan to see if she would have better luck finding a job there. Today's story is called The Daydream. What does it mean to daydream? You guys ever had a daydream? When people daydream, they usually like to think of happy things they wish they could do or that they wish would happen. So sometimes, I know most of you have probably been daydreaming sometimes during class. Your mind kind of wanders. When I daydream, I think about being at a beach where it's warm, especially in the winter. All right, so we're going to look at some spellings today. These are different ways to say the A sound. So A can be said with AI in the word train. A can be said with just A in the word paper. A magic E in the word baseball. And then A can be spelled AY, like in daydream. All right, these are different ways to say, or this is the E sound. We have EA, like in the word daydream. In the dream, the E part is spelled with EA. And team, team, the E is spelled with EA. Next, we have different spellings for the I sound. So my first column is I magic E. I say this in the word smile, life, twice. Then sometimes I can get my I sound with just the Y, like in the word fly. I can get it with the I in the word ninth, mind, and wild. All right, let's look at some vocabulary for today. So you might hear the saying that this is the life. That just means that life could not be better. This is the dream life. This is all I wished it could be. Some people will say it. I would say it. If I was on a tropical vacation, I would say, ooh, this is the life. It doesn't get any better than this. The next one is the bee's knees. The bee's knees is an expression that people say to mean something's really cool or really great. This is the bee's knees. I might say that about a big chocolate milkshake. Oh, this is the bee's knees. Okay, we're gonna go over some baseball words today. So these are words that are vocabulary that we might not hear on a normal basis, but a play-by-play. So when I am talking about a play-by-play, I'm saying out loud what someone sees happening at that moment. So I might say, oh, he's on first, and the batter hit the ball, and now he's running to second, and he's running to third. It's a home run. I'm giving you a play-by-play of what's happening in real time. The next one is down by 2 runs. That is a baseball term that means the team needs 2 more runs to even the score. So one team might have 7 runs and the other team only has 5. So they're down by 2. They need 2 more to even the score. Next one, 2 out in the 9th inning. This means 2 players have struck out or not moved around the bases, gotten out in the final inning of the game. So the 9th is the last inning. Caller on my show. This means someone who calls on the phone to talk to a sports announcer while a show is on the radio or TV. A strike is when a baseball player does not hit the ball and cannot move on the bases, and then they don't like that call. That means the fans do not like the umpire's decision about the play. All right, we have some more baseball terms. A fly ball is when a ball goes high into the air. It's out of here. That means when a player hits the baseball so far it cannot be caught. Home run. That means to hit a ball so far that player can't run or can run around all the bases in one turn to score a run. So the players in the outfield that are trying to catch the ball and get them out can't reach it. Round in the bases. That means to run around the bases. So if I say, ooh, number 42 is round in the bases. Okay, it says let's partner read. I'm going to be your partner for today. So I'm going to stop sharing that screen and I'm going to share about the daydream and we're going to get started. Okay, as you guys know, my expectation is that you're following along with your finger as we're going through this together. I'll read out loud to you, but I want you following along. Now, I am okay with if the first time that you just listen, and then the next time you can rewind this video and go back through. The daydream. The subway train went on past Wall Street going north. Kim looked at the job opening ads in the paper. Kurt looked up at the posters that were hanging on the walls of the train. One of them was a poster of 2-star baseball players. The players seemed to smile down at Kirk, as if to say, this is the life, man. Remember, we talked about that expression, meaning doesn't get any better than this. Kurt stared at the poster and daydreamed. He could hear a man speaking. The man was calling out the play-by-play for a baseball game. 2 out in the 9th inning, the man said. The home team is down by 2 runs. So, Mark, it looks like he's all the way up to Kurt Gunter at this point. Well, James, said in a different voice, Kurt Gunter has had such a good year. As you know, the former spaceship pilot and race car driver is leading the team in hits, home runs, and runs batted in. He has hit the ball so well this year that most fans have spoken with think he's the bee's knees. In fact, I had a caller on my show, Sports Yap, last week who told me he thinks Gunter should make twice what they pay him. So Gunter steps up to the plate. Here's the pitch. It's a strike. The fans are mad. They don't like that call. They think it was a ball, but Gunter himself seems not to mind. He steps back into the box. Here's the pitch. Gunter swings. Smack! Look out, Mark. He got a bit out of that one. It's a long fly ball to the left. It's going. It's out of here. Kurt Gunter has hit a home run. Home run by Gunter. We win. James, I'm telling you, that's why Kurt Gunter is a rich man. Gunter is rounding the bases. He tips his hat to the fans. The fans are going wild. They are shouting, Kurt. Just then, Kurt looked up. Kim was shaking him and saying, Kurt. This is our stop. Alrighty, guys, that is the end of our story for today. Let's go back and look at some questions we're going to be answering. Make sure I share the right screen. Alrighty, guys. Well, the next part of our assignment, we're going to be answering some questions about this story on your Seesaw or your Google form. So you're going to answer questions about this story, and then that wraps up our lesson. In your Seesaw today or your Google form, don't forget you have your spelling assessment, your spelling test. You're going to work on your persuasive writing, and then you're going to answer questions about the story. All right, guys, I've loved going through lesson 15 with you, and I'll see you again for lesson 16. Bye, guys.